So hey guys, we are back with another video, and in this video we are going to talk about the whole history of Gemini models, the technical report that has been released by Google finally, and we also have some updates on these models that we have got a new model in the whole list, and also some new updates that stable versions have been released, and with some new versions. Okay, so let's get started. So 3 days back, Google released two blocks back to back. One is we are expanding our Gemini 2.5 models, and here they have told that we are introducing Gemini 2.5 flashlight. I don't understand, right? We already had a pro model, then we got a flash model, now we have got a flashlight model. I don't really think we needed this flashlight model because it also has a thinking mode enabled. So I'm not sure what's the ultimate purpose of this, but okay, because Google is releasing it, everybody is going to go mad. So if you look at the results, right, you're going to see that there is slightly decrease in the accuracy when it comes to most of the tasks compared to 2.5 flash, but it's okay if you want to work on some really simple task. Flashlight will, I think, most really able to handle that. And when it comes to the updates that that the company has organized, is that they have released the stable versions for all flash models and pro models. So now 2.5 flash and 2.5 pro are full stable models. We won't be seeing any more changes in this, right? Now, if you look at the thinking controls, they have provided thinking controls in Pro as well as normal flash and light. So speed, you can see when you look at the speed, obviously Pro is the slowest model here because of its huge size, and performance will vary. The best model here is 2.5 flash by any cause, right? It is also having the a good speed as well as decent performance. So you can go with flash. Now using thinking or not, that totally depends on the task you are doing. Now, coming to the accuracy, you will again see flashlight has achieved an accuracy of 5.1% on humanity's last exam, while Gemini 2.5 flashlight got 6.9. So, I think the preview mode with thinking on is better than normal mode. So, obviously, thinking is helping these models, but how much in real world we have already seen. Let's look at the continued growth of 2.5 Pro. They're saying growth and demand of 2.5 Pro continues to be the steepest of our model. We are making 6.5 version of our model stable. I think this version I've been using for long, at least 1.5 months now, for some visual chunking process. And we expect that cases where you need the highest intelligence and most capabilities are where you will see Pro shining, like coding and agentic tasks. So it's already available in Cursor, in Windsurf, in Bolt, GitHub. I think everywhere it is available now. So yeah, if you're using Pro 5.6, the model will remain until this, and then it will be turned off. If you're using Pro 2.5 Pro 6.5, you can simply update your model to 2.5 Pro. Simple as that, right? Now let's look at the report. Okay, this is Gemini 2.5 report which Google has released, and it tells a lot of things that how Google came from the worst model producer initially in the AI race, because everybody knows. I think they released that model Bard, right? Then it become Gemini, and Gemini 1.5 Pro, I was like done with Google. Like this company was not doing things it used to do. But eventually Gemini 2.0 Flash came. It was a good model, not very good, decent model. Then 2.5 Pro and 2.5 Flash came, and then things changed. These models actually are good. I'm not saying these are the best model in industry right now. I would still go with two, three models which are better than this. One is no doubt Claude 4 Sonnet and Opus. Second is maybe GPT 4.1, and I can say O3 Mini for now. But still 2.5 Pro and Flash have actually done a lot of good things. Let's look at the journey, guys. They came with Gemini 1.5 Flash Pro, 2.0 Flash, 2.0 Flash Lite, then Flash 2.5 Flash, and 2.5 Flash Pro. Okay. Now the good thing we saw is that from the very start, input modalities for all these models included multimodality, right? You always had text, you image, video, audio, all available. And you saw one thing: Gemini 1.5 Pro had an input length of 2 million. Now they have reduced it to 1 million. So for this, I think you guys can see the video, a deeper dive into long context. But it is available on Google Developers channel. I'll share that link in the description as usual. You guys can go and see. Now output modalities changed. Now our all 2.0 Flash, 2.5 Flash, and 2.5 Pro are capable of producing not only text, audio, and image. All right. Output length has increased from 8K to 64K, which is a really good thing they have finally done. It's really good. Now, these models also support tools. The knowledge cutoff date for these models is January 2025. Fair enough. Now, when it comes to model architecture, they have clearly stated that Gemini 2.5 models are sparse mixture of experts. So people who don't know, all the parameters are not activated at once. Let's say you have a 200 billion parameter model, only 21 or 22 billion parameters will be activated at once. Something like that. Okay, they haven't exactly told us how big the model is, but it's complete and understandable that it is going to be more than 500 billion parameters. Now, if you look at the cost performance plot, right, price per token and the LM Arena score, you will see 2.5 Pro doing the best here. Although when it comes to the price per million tokens, assuming 3:1 output ratio token, you will see Cloud Opus 4 is also doing good, I would say, but because of the cost, you can say 2.5 Pro is obviously cheaper than Cloud Opus. Cloud Opus is very expensive. Let's look here. Claude Opus 4 thinking is $30 per million tokens. Now, $30, right? It's a lot. Even Sonnet is fine considering $6, although it's also very, I won't say cheap, but yeah. Gemini 2.5 Pro is $3.4, but I would still say, guys, 3.4 is very much comparable to Sonnet because Pro model produces a lot of tokens. It thinks a lot because now we have been introduced the dynamic thinking part. Now we can adjust, but I'll tell you these 2.5 Pro thinks a lot. It will think for at least 3-4,000 tokens if you give it a very complex task. Okay, at least. Now, let's look at the data set that they have used. They say they have diverse collection of data encompassing this with a cutoff date of June 2024 for 2.0 and January 2025 for 2.5. No major reveal. And if you look at the number of tokens per second that is generated by each model, 2.5 flash is the best here. You see, they have, I think, more than 300, around 330 tokens produced per second. 2.0 flash was close, 2.0 flash light was also close, but 2.5 flash is extremely fast, right? Now, the best part is Opus, right? It produces the best result, but the speed is very slow. Second thing, they also have a very high cost, so that's the reason no one is going to use Opus in real world, although it's the best model available, and it is overtrained on coding. This is one thing I've got as a feedback from a lot of people, from a lot of developers, that Opus is too much overtrained on coding parts. Okay, now when it comes to infrastructure, training infrastructure, Google has this, they invested on these tensor processing units, TPUs, right? I think 10 years back. And everyone was thinking that, is it going to be worth it? Actually, a lot of smart people already know it is going to be worth it. And today it is paying off for Google. They do not have to rely on a lot of things now, external things, right? They already have their tensor processing units, TPUs. So buckle up, baby. We are in the Google era finally now. From the fall of Google, we all were expecting a comeback, and now we are finally seeing the comeback from Google post Google I/O 2025. A lot of things have been revealed, all are in progress, and now everybody is talking about Google. Because of this thing, Sam Altman has to go to this podcast channel and have make the relevance of OpenAI again. So that's the thing. Now let's look at the impact of thinking on Gemini models. In all these models, all these 2.0 Flash, 2.5 Flash, 2.5 Pro Flash, 2.5 Pro, I mean, all the models you will see thinking is improving the results a lot, right? Thinking, obviously we know it's helping, but it depends on task to task. Maybe in one task thinking is helping, in another task it is not. It carry across task, right? It's not always like, okay, in a complex task thinking is always going to help. No, it's not a guaranteed thing, right? It can help, it has a high chance of helping, but not guaranteed, right? If there is a 1% or 2% increase in the overall benchmark through thinking, I don't think that is helping us a lot. Okay, so yeah. Now, they said that since the initial announcement of Gemini 1.5, significant advancements have been made in our post-training methodology. They are working on supervised fine-tuning, obviously, reward modeling, and reinforcement learning stage. So these three things have obviously changed the whole game, right? Everybody is focusing on post-training right now. I personally think that post-training is going to be the future of future of 2025. 6 months are left. Everybody is going to focus on post-training, and maybe from 2026 we are going to get into something extremely new, completely new. That is my prediction, right? Now thinking, right? They again have told the whole concept of thinking, how is it helping us? And okay, AI model studio, it's fine. Now we have the capability specific improvements. For code, they say that for 2.0 and 2.5, we represent a strategic shift of a development priorities towards delivering tangible real world value. Okay, they within today's complex multi-model software environments. Now they have worked a lot on the code part, and in pre-training also they have showed that they have included a greater volume and very high diversity of different code bases and code data. So yeah, that has helped a lot. So because Gemini 1.5 Pro was 30.5% and 2.5 Pro is 69%. It's I think 120% jump. Okay, that's a lot. Similarly, for Aider Polyglot, we went from 16.9 to 82%. I think this is 300% jumps, or I think more than that, 17. Okay, yeah, more than 450%, 550%, correct. Okay, now performance on SWE benchmark. 34 to 67, again 100% jump. So we are seeing that the pre-training has also helped Google a lot. I don't know why they were not doing like those things before, but eventually this is how companies learn, right? They make mistakes and then they learn. Now some statistics here. Our latest models now power the experience of 1.5 billion active users in Google AI overviews and 400 million users in Gemini app. Okay, what is the greatest thing that can happen? 400 million users in Gemini app. You don't allow us to uninstall the app in some phones. Not all, but in some phones, you don't allow us to do that, right? So it comes pre-installed. You can't remove it. That is the case in one of the smartphone in my home. I don't know about others, but this 1.5 billion monthly active users in Google AI overview, I think they are including all corporates here also, because they use these enterprises account and their AI is by default activated. So I think that is one thing that they have included. Now, I think they have also mentioned for long context that we targeted challenging retrieval tasks like long context reasoning task like this. According to table 6, if you see, yeah, okay, let me go back so that we can first discuss. Okay, yeah, post training. Okay, we are back at post training and long context, correct. The new 2.5 models improve greatly over previous Gemini 1.5 and achieve state of the art quality on all six. So they have given a improved video call conversation. Now for long context, you guys can, this link is here, this YouTube link. It's a very good video. You guys can go and see it. You'll learn a lot of things. They have also talked about that if these models are able to handle these low context, do we actually need RAG? We do need RAG. You cannot update weights every single day when the data changes. So yeah, it's a wonderful video, guys. You should go and see it. Now let's look at this table which they are talking about, table 6, correct? Now let's look at evaluation of Gemini 2.5 with versus prior model and GPT 4.1 on video understanding benchmarks. Performance is measured by string matching accuracy for multiple choice, video QA, LLM based accuracy for this. Now here you will see Gemini 2.5 5 Pro is outperforming all the other models. All the other models single hand. I think it's fair to compare with GPT 4.1 2.5 Flash. It's not at all fair to compare it with 1.5 Pro. 1.5 Pro is nowhere close to what Gemini 2.5 Pro is today. So yeah, in all of these benchmarks, when it comes to video understanding or any other model, Gemini 2.5 Pro is doing fantastic. Now, this is also one thing that a lot of models don't support video right now. Maybe in future we'll see a lot of companies specifically training models for video understanding, right? So yeah, when it comes to Gemini plays Pokemon, they told that someone not affiliated with Google, this guy Joel Zhang, set up a Twitch stream and he played Gemini 2.5 Pro, automated it to play the game. And I think in how many days it took? I think they gave a, yeah, after 406 hours, it completed the whole thing and it was able to win the game, right? Around 1 month later, yeah. Gemini 2.5 Pro completed the game after 813 hours and entered the Hall of Fame to become the Pokemon League champion. Okay. So it entered the Hall of Fame. Nice. So you will see, right? Run 1, which is I think this one, and run 2, this one. So this is the time elapsed in hours. So yeah, this looks good. This looks really good. Now let's look at other things. Long context reasoning. We have already discussed about it. What else can Gemini 2.5 do? So it excels of transforming diverse of unstructured inputs. So it can take a PDF script of a play and generate a tool that allows drama students to practice their lines. Okay, this demo everyone should see. It's a wonderful demo. I would recommend everyone to see it. So Gemini 2.5 Pro can also utilize its underlying spatial understanding capability and convert image into structural representation like HTML or SVG. This is also a good thing. So Gemini and Google products, I think all of them are using Project Astra or Google Gemini Deep Research, Notebook LM, Project Mariner. Everyone is using it right now, and I think we can skip this safety, security, and responsibility section. I will leave this to you guys. I don't want to discuss this. If I go in discussing this, the video will take at least 20-30 minutes. This red teaming and everything, you guys can go and read. It's actually nice. So this example they have shown, it's also nice. I have read it, but I don't want to discuss it and make this video long, else a lot of people will leave the video. So yeah, now guys, this paper is actually a gold mine for people who are trying to understand the current state of Gemini models and a lot of things, like how these big companies make these models so good from zero to hero, something like that. Now, when it comes to contributors and acknowledgement, they have, I think, included more than 1,000 people here. They have mentioned that 3,000 individuals across Google were working on Gemini. Big thing, guys, a very big thing. Now, you guys can go and read how these demos and everything which Google was telling, that how Gemini was able to outperform a lot of other models in various tasks. And examples you can see what Gemini is capable of, you guys can see. But one thing is very clear, guys, from 1.5 Pro to 2.5 Pro, we have seen Google coming from literally 10% to 70-80%, right? Now the journey from 70 to 90 will be tough, but because Google was able to come from 10 to 70, I'm pretty sure Google will be able to go from 70 to 90. So coming 3-4 months are going to be really interesting. Google must be working on Gemini 3. I'm 100% sure they must have some plans for it, maybe some new techniques also, and it will be interesting to see how other companies react to it. A lot of companies are currently using the Google Gemini APS finally, switching from GPT because Gemini is doing actually good now. So yeah. So yeah, guys, that was it for the video. I'll pin down all these things in the description as usual. You guys can go and read and give me your feedback of Gemini 2.5. Thank you for watching the video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you and have a nice day.